Hey guys, this is Kronos
And Paxel.
from Team Ultimate D Time. Let's get this out of the way.
Okay. So what are you showing us today?
Today I am showing you guys my Harpie deck. I've recently built this deck now that Harpies came out in Cross Souls, and I'm really enjoying the deck playstyle of the deck. It's a fun, somewhat fast, fairly consistent deck that is just a lot of fun to work around with because you can do a lot with the deck. So let's get right into it. First monster, definitely basically the most important monster in the deck. Got our Harpie Chandler. Chandler is obviously discard one Harpie, special summon Harpie from the deck, including Pet Dragon, and when there's a dragon on board, she's level 7. So she can become a 4, a 7, you can turn her into, that's it. But she's really good, she's your one card, discard outlet to get to your bigger plays. And you can search out Harpist with her, so you can find another one at the end phase if you want, so she's just very good. And if you open with her, you're getting some pretty decent loops off. Very strong. Just strong. Speaking of strong, we got the biggest Harpie in the deck, Harpie Queen. The 19 terraforming for Harpie's Hunting Ground. She's such a good card, especially when you combo her with a lot of other stuff. Just really good. Pretty self-explanatory. I want to get ultis eventually, but those things are expensive as hell. What I was just talking about, the Harpie Harpists. They can either...
Only 2?
Only 2, because once you've resolved 2, you've basically already gotten to all of your channelers. There's no reason to play 3. With her, everybody knows the effect where you can search out for her, but also she can target another winged beast on the field besides herself, and one card the opponent controls, and return them to hand, which I've actually used a lot of times in certain duels, so I do really like her for that effect. She's hella cute, too. These bird bays are all hella cute. Speaking of hella cute, we got the Harpie Dancer. Look at that. The infamous creator of many FTK combos with Divine Wind of the Mist Valley. No more. Now she's just played in this deck for another Harpie name, so it's not that bad, actually. You can really play around with your cards and get extra effects off per turn. A lot of fun. And then our actual named Harpie Ladies come in the form of Harpie Lady 1, where they are all our Elegant Egotist targets, and the single Cyber Harpie Lady. These are just for the fact that Harpie Lady 1 is obviously really good just for the boost that she gives, but Cyber Harpie Lady is really important just when you need that 1800 beater to get over what you need to get over. So the 2-in-1 combo has been really good so far. I don't think I'm going to change it yet, but if I would, I could possibly get rid of this for one more of these, but it requires way more testing. Plus, I like the Ultra. And speaking of Ultra, the one Harpie's Pet Dragon. Gone back and forth on whether or not I want to run this, because it is a very dead draw at times. However, against rogue matchups, being able to make Big Eye and Dracosack is really ridiculously good. And Pet Dragon just makes it all possible. So, I do play the one. In the future, I'll see if it continues to be an inconsistency, but at this point, I like him. He's also a really easy target to side out. And then, for our non-Harpie stuff, 2 Summoner Monks. Pitching spells is crazy, especially when you open Monk Hysteric Sign. That is an auto-win most of the time, unless your opponent decides to have these babies. 3-effect Valor. I like Valor over Fiendish Chain in this deck just because I do play a lot of real traps already, so the Fiendish Chain would just kind of add to that. Fiendish Chain can get Denkoed, Valor cannot. And Valor has a really nice consistency and a really nice interaction with Mind Crush, which Fiendish Chain can't boast. So, Valor is really nice for this deck. That's it for the monsters. It's 21 or 22 monsters. Valor counts as traps. For our spells, we're going to start off with 3 Hysteric Sign and the 1 Egotist they search out, because you can get from the deck or grave. This card's gross. If you can get it destroyed, it's get 3 things on end phase. Disgusting. An Egotist is just special summon for free. Pretty sick. 3 Hunting Ground. Really nice against most matchups, except for Necros, where I side this out basically all the time. And you pop spells and traps on the field for summoning. It rewards you for playing the game. It's awesome. And then our 1-ups in the form of Book Moon and Raigeki, just because fuck Burning Abyss, fuck the Jinlock, fuck the Jinlock, fuck the Jinlock. They're outs to whatever you need. And onto the traps. 3, fuck you, summon everything. This Dark Party is really good. Discard a card, special summon as many Harpie ladies as possible from the graveyard. They all count as Harpie lady in the graveyard, spoiler alert. 2 Icarus Attack. Icarus Attack's been a little iffy for me lately just because normally you don't really keep Wing Beast on the board. Although Castell's Wing Beast, which is a nice little addition to this deck. So, of course, Icarus is just a good card. Pop 1 of your own to pop 2. Neutral play that gives you a little bit of tempo. 2 Mind Crush for this searchable format. Not needless to explain. This thing's really good. 2 Mirror Force, because I don't like damage in battle and stuff. So if my opponent decides to go all in against me, I want to murder them and make sure they never play against me again. And then our 1-of traps in the form of Bottomless, Warning, and Vanity's Emptiness. Because these 3 are just really good on their own. Bottomless against basically any matchup that doesn't like to get banished. Warning against anything besides maybe Necros. And Vanity's against everything, including Necros. The main deck is 40 monsters. Onto the extra deck, we got the 1 Dweller, Cairn Gorgon, Castell, Diamond Dyer, because he can target Wing Beasts. It's a nice little interaction the deck has. Exciton Knight, Gaga Cowboy, Ice Beast Zerofine, which is, of course, he takes 2 Wing Beasts. Lightning Chidori, 2 wins. Queen Dragon Jin, which will, with certain combinations of cards, will always net you the ability to bring back your Harpie's Pet Dragon and really let you sack your first turn. Number 80, Rhapsody Berserk. Number 82, Heartland Draco. This card is very strong if you keep your either Hysteric Sign or your Hunting Ground on board, so obviously definitely strong combinations there. The 1 Satellar Knight Delteros. This will be a Planetary Knight Ptolemaeus eventually, but for now, I like this one. And the Castellar Diamond to go along with that, because that card's just really good against a lot of dark deck matchups, Burning Abyss and Shadow mainly. And then your 7s are the Draco Sack and the Big Eye as mentioned before, and the Draco Sack tokens as Metagross and Crobat. Very important that you use these in the deck. And that is the whole deck. So, Harpie's obviously great for rank 4 engine, can turn into a rank 7 engine if you played the Pet Dragon. You want to go through the deck as fast as possible in the beginning so that you're really rewarded with the stack parties in your end game. The deck rewards you for just playing it out against decks with heavy back row, so the deck is really fun and really rewarding to play when you play it right. So I definitely recommend this if you want a fun deck that'll let you really play the way that you want to play. And that's the whole thing. This is Chronos signing out.
Thanks for watching.
Peace.